everyone, it's Sarah Swann and I'm here today with a Scraplift Saturday. That was the Pinterest inspiration. This is the layout that I'm going to be lifting today. This is made by Nancy Damiano. She made this for the Scraptastic Club design team. So I'm going to lift that because Nancy is one of my favorite scrapbookers. I just love her style. And when I saw that image on Pinterest, I really just loved the bulky layers on the bottom. So I am going to go ahead and lift that one. So I am starting off with a black piece of cardstock for my background, and then I have a piece of pattern paper on top of that, which kind of looks, they're like diagonal lines, and they are, kind of crisscrossing going different ways. And I chose that paper because this layout is about my husband's new car that he purchased earlier this year. And I hadn't scrapbooked it yet, so I wanted to make sure I got that down on a layout here quickly. And I thought the little dash marks looked a little kind of like tire tracks or something like that. So I have a ton of scrap papers that I pulled from my stash bin, and just, strips, and I pulled mostly reds and a couple of grays as well. That's kind of my theme because his car is gray and then the inside of his car is red. So I wanted to stick with the colors of the actual car. So I just kind of went through my my scrap bin and pulled a whole bunch of reds that would go together, and I'm kind of layering up here the same way that Nancy did on her layout. So I really like where everything is going, so I'm just going to go ahead and start sticking everything down. And I have these two tags here as well. The small red one is from Studio Calico. I'm not sure where the larger white one is from, honestly, but Nancy had one tag in her layers, and so I grabbed two because I wanted a white one and a red one as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all these layers stuck down. And the large red there that's right on the bottom is, it says XO all over it. It's a Valentine's paper, but it goes well here, and he loves that car, so it makes sense for me. Okay, I have this little printable label here that I am going to cut out, and that's where I'm going to do my journaling. And then I have this little speech bubble that I had from, I think it was from a piece of pattern paper. I'm not sure the manufacturer on it though. And I'm going to just use it as a little layering piece, not necessarily as a speech bubble. And my daughter Kaylin is scrapbooking with me, so every once in a while I kind of help her do something. So if you see me do something and I don't put it on my layout, it's for hers. She hung out with me a little bit that morning. Okay, so Nancy had a couple of paper strips up here in the top left-hand corner of her layout, so I'm going to mimic that as well. I'm using a few more layers than she did. I think she only had 2, and I'm going to use 3. I'm helping my daughter with the date stamp there. Okay, so I have these layers up there ready to go, and I believe I'm going to go ahead and work on my title now. My title is going to be Now That's Sexy, because we joke constantly that his car is really sexy, because it really is. So I'm using these stickers that are called hardcover, and they are like a red foil, and I really, really like the font on these. I think I got them in clearance at Hobby Lobby recently, so I grabbed, I think, 2 packages of them because they were cheap. And it fits perfectly right up here. I'm going to go ahead and put those down. I will go back and reinforce them, but I'm going to do that after off camera because it's a little tedious to watch. So I will go back and use some quick dry adhesive just to reinforce them so they stay for the long haul. But for now, that's good. Helping my daughter one more time. She was into stamping that morning, apparently. Okay, so I have a few die cuts here that I'm going to kind of spread across my layout. I have, these are all from Heidi Swap, and they're just little circle die cuts. And I decided I'm going to do like a subtitle. And I found this little circle die cut that says I heart. And then next to that, I'm going to put 2015 Mustang because that's what his car is. So I have these little gray stickers from Basic Gray, and I'm using those to spell out 2015. And then I will use these little letter tiles, which I actually got from Nicole Jones. You probably know her as Nicole Jones 911. And she sent me some of these little handmade letter tiles that she has. And so I pulled out some red, and I am going to spell out the word Mustang. And I'll put that there after I fuss with it because they don't want to stay still for me to make sure they're going to fit. Before I do that, I'm going to use this little road washi tape. I do not remember where I got this. I've had it for a very long time, but it looks like, you know, the lines down the middle of a road, so I put a little bit on each side. I'm also using a couple of little car wood veneers that I have, and I believe I'm also going to pull out some stars and just kind of sprinkle them around the layout. And there's Kaylin. She's asking me to use some stars. I'm saying no. So she's a sweet girl. But she wants to use all of my stuff, and I have to put limits on it because she would use all of my stuff if I let her. Okay, so I'm using my quick dry adhesive here to put down these letter tiles because they are not adhesive. So I'm just putting a little bit on the back and then putting them down. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the same adhesive and put down all my wood veneer. And all of my stars as well. I have a ton of those stars. I believe I got them from Studio Calico, and I just need to really start using them because I have a ton. A ton came in those packages, and I think I had 2 packages. So you start using them up. And I showed in the beginning of the video the Pinterest board or the Pinterest images that were inspiration for this week. Unfortunately, I didn't really follow that because as soon as I saw Nancy's layout, I knew I wanted to do one of my husband's cars soon, and I thought that would be perfect. So it kind of ended up not really coinciding with the inspiration piece this week, but the inspiration piece is beautiful and has a lot of nature in it. So it would be really good for nature-y videos if you have any from the fall or from Christmas or anything like that. Okay, I'm doing my journaling, and then that is going to complete this layout. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment and let me know, and I'll try to get back to them as soon as I can. I have some close-ups coming up for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again real soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.